Check out what this automation can do. With this automation, you can drop a file into a Google Drive folder, set a schedule to post to Instagram, and forget about it. Let this run and watch your posts come through into Instagram with AI generated captions and hashtags. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this automation so you can start posting Instagram images via an automated schedule. If you like my videos and want to support what I'm doing, building out these automations, you can join my school community. I've got all my YouTube videos posted up over there, as well as the automation templates and blueprints for all of these automations that I am building. You can also book one-on-one calls with me, and we can problem solve some of the issues you might be running into when building out these automations. I'm also running some free automations in the school community. You can check them out and just go ahead and start using them right there in the classroom section. I look forward to seeing you over there. Otherwise, let's get into the build. So let's jump right into it. The first thing you're going to need is this tool right here. I've got the link for this one down in the description of this video. Click on that link, set up your free account, and we could jump into building this automation. So here I am in my dashboard. I'm going to come up here to this button, click create a new scenario. Now this window, we can click and drag around. We can zoom in and out. This is where we're going to be building out this automation chain. So the first thing is to click on this big plus button. We're going to add a module here. Now, if you need to find any modules, you can come down and click this search bar right here. I'm going to type in Google Drive. We need Google Drive, and it's always going to be the top one. These are some other optional modules, but as long as you click on this first option, you'll see all those other module options pop up. So the one we need to click on is this one right here, to watch files in a folder. I'm going to click on that, and now we need to set up a connection to Google Drive. So this is an involved process, setting up your Google Drive connection. You can click add, follow the online help. I have a tutorial for this. If you check out my school community, I've got the tutorial right there for you. So I've got my Google Drive connection set up. We need to set these parameters here. I'm going to set the watch files by modified time. You can click into these fields, change these fields. Now we can actually navigate to my Google Drive folders via this connection. So I'm going to click here to choose a folder. I've got a folder structure set up in Google Drive. So this is my actual folder structure that I am navigating through in my Google Drive. So I'm going to set this up here and we can take a look at my actual Google Drive. So I'm navigating to automation dump, YouTube demos, and inside of YouTube demos, I have a folder to post to Instagram. I'm going to set the limit to 1 and click OK. So now it's going to ask us where to start. Just hit OK. Next thing I'm going to do right away, come up here and rename this one scheduled image post to Instagram. And we need to come down here, click save. And since we're down here, just to kick this one off, I want to flip on this automation. Now it's going to ask you for a schedule. This is where you can set up your posting schedule. We can say every day at, let's say, 5:22 p.m. That is fine. So now this automation is on and running, and every day at 5:22 p.m., this is going to run and trigger this automation. So let's take a look at my Google Drive. Here we are in my Google Drive. This is my actual drive, and here we can see a folder called Automation Dump. Inside of Automation Dump, I have that folder called YouTube Demos. And inside of YouTube Demos, I have that folder called Post to IG. Anything I want to post to Instagram, I could drop in these folders right here. And you can see again, I have one for images and one for videos that I just created. So let's take a look at that folder structure again. I'm going to jump back into the scenario. Click on this Google Drive module, and we can see I've navigated in my drive, automation dump, YouTube demos, post to IG, and those two new folders I created. I can navigate to images. We're going to be posting images. Then I can click OK. I'm going to click this plus to create a new module. The next module we're going to use is Google Drive. You can always type down here to find a module, Google Drive, and we're going to download a file. Now the same Google Drive connection you already set up should pop up right here. And the file ID, I'll click in here, is going to be this file ID. Click OK, click the plus to create a new module. Now for this one, we can set up Discord as a hosting app for our media. So I'm going to type in the search bar, look for Discord, and for the Discord module, we want to send a message. Now, again, I've got my Discord connection set up already. I've got the video in my school community if you want to check that out, the tutorial on how to set up your Discord and to create a dedicated channel for these pass-through automations. Hop over there, check that out, set up your connection. Once you've done that, we can set up this module. For the channel ID, I'm going to choose my automation pass-through channel. Now for the message, it's going to be the file name. We just need to send some kind of message. Come down, click Show Advanced Options, and then we need to send the file right here. Click Add Item, and we see that automatically gets loaded in there, the downloaded file from Google Drive. Click OK. Click the plus to add a module. Next module is going to be ChatGPT. I can type in the search bar. ChatGPT, we want to analyze images. So we're going to be using ChatGPT Vision to analyze the file that we're using and create a caption from that image analyzation. So I'm going to use ChatGPT Vision. Click on that. We need to set up a new connection. I have my ChatGPT connection, and you could jump over to my school community, watch that tutorial on how to set up your OpenAI connection. This is a different connection than your regular ChatGPT account. If you're paying for ChatGPT, you also need to throw some credits into an OpenAI account where you can access the API. All right, so once you've done that, I'm going to come down. We need to set up the prompt here. For the prompt, you can copy what I paste in here. I'll blow this up so you can see it. So this is the prompt that's going to output the caption for the Instagram post. You can pause the video, type this out, or if you're like me and absolutely will not do that, then I'll show you a ChatGPT trick. You can take a screenshot of this text right here, come into ChatGPT, load that screenshot right in there and say something like, please write this text as it shows. Now this will write out that text from the screenshot. I'll copy that, come back into the scenario, and again, just paste it right there. Once you have that, we can add the image that we want ChatGPT to analyze. I'll click Add Image. We want the image URL. We need that from Discord. Drop down the attachments, find the URL, click that. Scroll down, we can choose the model. Just choose ChatGPT 4o Mini, and the max completion tokens is fine just like that. I'll click OK. We'll add the next module, click the plus. Next module is going to be Instagram for Business. You can type in Instagram and find Instagram for Business. We're going to choose this one, create a photo post. And yet again, we need to set up a new meta connection to be able to use Instagram. Now this is a very involved process to set up a Facebook page connected to your main Facebook page, then connect an Instagram account to that Facebook page to be able to use the Instagram API in automation. Not only in this automation, but in automation in general, setting up that Facebook page connection is crucial to your automation. So you know where to find it. I have that tutorial on setting up the Facebook Instagram connection in my school community. You can head over there, check it out. Once you have this connection, we can continue on. So I'm going to choose the Facebook page I want to post to. I'm going to choose this one right here. This is my testing account, so I'm going to be posting to this one right here. For the photo URL, when we click in here, we're going to find that same photo URL from Discord. We want to drop down the attachments, click the URL, and then scroll down for the caption. We can now use the result from ChatGPT, that image analyzation. We can click in here and just manually type in some hashtags. We can do a bunch of stuff with hashtags, but I'm just going to add some hard-coded hashtags. These are just ones that I would use often if I'm posting to the same account. These are for my niche. These are the ones I want to use. And so I can just say something like automation, AI, and business, for example. Now, something I like to do when putting hashtags in the caption is just putting a couple line breaks in between the caption and the hashtags. So we can do that in the line here, I'm going to come to this space right here in between the result and the hashtags and come up to these other options we can choose from this list right here. So I'm going to come to this letter A, and that gives us the option to put in a new line. This is a line break. So I'm going to add 2 line breaks, 2 spaces before those hashtags appear, and that will look nice and neat in my Instagram post. That'll be it for Instagram for Business. I can click OK. And now one last thing I like to do, some bit of cleanup, is remove those files from my automation folder. Either delete them or move them into a processed folder and leave that automation folder empty for the next automation I want to run. So I'm going to add another module. It's going to be Google Drive. I'm going to move a file or folder module. Same Google connection. I want to move a file and the file ID all the way back down. We're going to use that same file ID from Google Drive, and the new location, I can navigate to the new folder I want to move this file to. So I'll navigate to my drive, automation dump, YouTube demos, and this processed folder. That'll move the content out of the automated folder and get that folder ready for the next piece of content to be automated. So it'll move into this processed folder. Click OK, and that is it. We're set up. We're going to come down, click Save. Now we need to actually load in an image to test this with. So I'm going to drop an image into my Google Drive folder. Here I've got something I would post to my art account. Drop that into my Post to IG Images folder here in Google Drive. Now we need to remember this is a Google Drive folder, so for this automation to work, we have to make sure that the files have finished uploading and that they are in the folder before the automation runs, or you will get an error. So this one has loaded in here, looks good, link belt sketch. I'm going to jump back to the scenario. Now, speaking of that error, it's going to happen here on the Google Drive module when nothing is in that folder. So what we can do is right click on this module, add error handler, and choose this one, break. Set the first option to 1 and the second option to 1. Doesn't really matter. Then click OK. This will just ensure that this scenario doesn't automatically shut off when you are running the automation without any content in the Google Drive folder. Okay, I'll come down here, click the auto align button, click save, and now we can test this one out. I'm going to jump over to my Instagram. This is my Instagram here. This is my place to make things where I just post all this testing stuff. So we'll see that one come through here. Jump back into the scenario, and now we can run this automation. Remember, we set up a schedule for this to run. Mine's going to run every day at 5:22 p.m. But if you come down here, click run once, we can watch this one run through with the content you have loaded in that folder. We need to make sure we're grabbing the correct content. So right click on this first module, click choose where to start, choose manually, and we could see that image in the automation folder. Click that, click OK. Now we can click run once and watch this one run through. So it's downloading, it's going to post to Discord, run through. ChatGPT is analyzing it after that caption is written. Jump over to Instagram. It is now posting to Instagram. And after that gets posted, it'll get moved out of that automation folder and into the process folder. So that is how quickly that runs through. It is all finished. I'm going to jump over to my Instagram, refresh this page, and we can see this post. This is my painting for my art channel and a nice description of this image with those hashtags I typed in there, hard-coded in there, right? Now you can tailor the prompt in ChatGPT to output whatever you want it to output. So something I want to remove is the emojis, this little quote, and these other added hashtags. So we can take a look at that just to do some refinement and some tweaking. I'm going to jump back to the scenario, come into the ChatGPT module, and tell ChatGPT, do not use emojis, do not add hashtags, and do not add quotes. So that's some of the refinement. You can always craft these prompts just like you can with ChatGPT. You can craft these prompts inside of the module to output something better and more engaging the way you want it to output. So I'm going to click OK, save the scenario, and that is finished. And that's it for this one. Thank you for watching this video. Congratulations on your new Instagram image poster. If you like the video, go ahead, subscribe. Remember to hop over to my school community, check out what I got going on there, and I will see you in the next one.